This one can always be a slightly painful video to film because no one likes to admit that they're not using items they've spent good money on. But I'm going to admit it to you today. Hello, and the warmest of welcomes to today's video. For those who haven't seen my face before, hi, I'm Nick, glad to have you here. Those who have seen my face before, thank you so much for joining me again. I hope you're enjoying my videos. I put out videos roughly 3 times a week on a range of different topics, anywhere from fashion, slightly more personal topics. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then please do head down, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. I love chatting with you all. I'm on about living life loud, and what that means to me is being your authentic self, being proud to be you, and just celebrating who you are. Celebrate yourself, and of course, celebrating others. So, I'm sorry, I've been inconsistent again. I've been struggling to get myself in front of the camera. If I'm honest, I'm not going to go into the details of it, but I've been struggling to get myself in front of the camera. But today I thought, no, Nick, you enjoy YouTube, you love interacting with the individuals on YouTube. I've still been watching, I've just not been filming so much myself, but I've missed you all, I've missed interacting with you all, so it's time to get myself back in front of the camera after taking a little bit of a break. It's only been sort of a week or so, but that feels like quite a long time. And don't my stats on my channel show me that I've not posted for a little while. Oh my goodness. But I've missed you all, so here I am again. And yes, can't wait to hopefully get some more consistency back. I feel like I've said that a fair few times, but I really do mean it. I want to get back to more consistent posting and more consistent interaction with all of you because I miss you all. But today, let's talk about the bags that I've just not used. And some of them have not been used at all. Others might have been used once. Some might have been used like 2 or 3 times. To be honest, I've gone with anything that I know I've used under 5 times this year. I'm just throwing in here, okay? So, let's start. I'm not going to do these in any particular order of I've used them none, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I said, I only know I've used them all less than 5 times, but I will try and recall if I've used them. This one I know I 100% haven't used at all. This is my Abbott line flat bag. This simply just sits on the shelf, and it's a pretty bag. I love this kind of purple velvet. It's a nice item. It's just not the right bag for me. I bought this as a tested to see if I would want a Gucci Marmont. Turns out I wouldn't because of the size of this flat bag. It just doesn't work for me. I've debated getting the chains cut off to turn it into a clutch, but honestly, you just end up spending money on something that the likelihood is I'm still not going to use. And I do think I'm probably going to buy the purple Longchamp box trot baguette, and I think that will then be like the purple clutch of this. So we're gonna go with that. Next up, a trio that I know I haven't used at all, and they are different brands, but I'll show you them all together. These 3 clutch bag pouches. First one, Karl Lagerfeld Hot Pink Chain Clutch. This is really, really pretty and gorgeous, and I love the edginess of it. I don't know why I don't use this more, to be honest. I should. I actually really like it. Again, I use all of my pieces decoratively, so they don't just go into a cupboard and have no value to me. They have decorative value, but I do think I should use this more because the colour is fabulous and the silver chain is beautiful. Then we have this Nicholas Kirkwood pouch. This is, I think, a bit of a clutch wristlet situation. It's absolutely teeny. It's nostalgic because of the Pac-Man print. This was part of the 10th anniversary collection for Nicholas Kirkwood. It's fun, it's playful. I don't know anyone else who owns it. I don't know really many people who own items from Nicholas Kirkwood, if I'm honest. I'm glad to have it, but again, decorative. And then this Osprey London clutch bag. This is so beautifully made. It's a mock rock. Look at that beautiful interior. It's got a detachable wrist strap. It's got this gorgeous gold plated hardware there. The flap. I mean, this is a really beautiful, beautiful clutch bag. It's just the size for me is way off. Way off. But again, it's got decorative value. But it is a beautiful item. Absolutely stunning. Osprey London do some fabulous pieces at very, very, very reasonable prices. So if you're looking for something for a specific, like, I don't know, something that's feels quality but is inexpensive, Osprey London. Definitely. Been buying from them for years. Longchamp pieces that, again, I know I haven't used this year. I actually got rid of one of them. So, my Longchamp backpacks. These are Les Pliages Club backpacks. This one is in, I think this is called Cloud Blue, but then they've brought out a new Cloud Blue, so I'm now a bit confused. But anyway, I think this was Cloud Blue when this came out, which is this beautiful kind of sky blue. Then I've got my beige, which was my first Les Pliages backpack. I did have an antique pink, that's gone. That is gone. So I've now got these two in the hopes I would use them more. And I haven't. They are really good backpacks. They are super practical. This one got a lot of use when I first bought it. So I feel like this one has been used adequately for what I paid for it. This one, at this point, does sit in the waste of money category because I've barely used it and I do need to use it more. Great colour, very practical bag. It's one I should take away with me on like holiday, etc. I just haven't. I've grabbed other bags. I use top handles so much. I'm not someone who feels the need to carry a bag, like a backpack, etc. I will carry a top handle and I will carry it all day. I will carry a full leather Mulberry Bayswater for, you know, a 10-hour shopping trip. I know for a lot of people that would not be for them because they get very heavy. For me, it's part of the look. It doesn't bother me. These don't really suit my style or my wardrobe, so they don't get used. They're not going anywhere, but they just don't get used. Another Karl Lagerfeld. This is my Karl Lagerfeld shopper. This is really fun and cute, and this gets a lot of compliments when I use it. Super easy to use material. I love the playfulness of it. The downside with this one is it's just not quite got the capacity I need it to have. I need a bigger shoulder tote bag than this. It can carry everything bar my laptop. I bought it to carry my laptop. So it's a little disappointing there. So it's a little bit limited in terms of what I use it for. But it's a nice bag. It's fun, it's durable. I'm glad to have it. I don't want to get rid of it, but I just don't use it all that often, to be honest. I think I've used this maybe 2 or 3 times maximum. And even then, I'm sure one was for work and then I think the other 2 were to run to the shops. I think that was it for that. Okay, let's do this and then the contents of it. So this is my Celine Doctor bag. I showed this quite recently in terms of my work bags. I think I've used this 3 or 4 times this year, which isn't a huge amount. It's gorgeous. The colour isn't one that I style very often, but it's very, very beautiful. Yes, I like the shape of it. This was originally going to be a bag that I wanted to put a design on, but actually I've decided to leave it alone. I think messing with vintage Celine feels like a bit of a crime, so I've decided to leave it alone. And I do love this kind of almost like mahogany, sort of burgundy. It's not burgundy because it's not reddish. It's not red enough, but almost like a mahogany colour, because it does go with some of the more wintry pieces in my wardrobe. So I do have an opportunity to wear this, and I am trying to wear it more. So this is my vintage Celine Doctor bag. And then on the interior, we have these 4, which are well documented on this channel. So these are my Les Pliages travel bags. You have an XL, a small, and a small, whatever they're called. The smallest size, the largest size, there isn't anything in between. So I've used these, I don't know, once, twice, if that. They don't get used very often, but they're not worth selling, so I just keep hold of them because when I do use them every so often, they fit the bill. So, you know, I keep hold of them. But anyway, that's what's in there. I do like this a lot, I have to say. Okay, a Mulberry piece. My bright yellow Mulberry backpack. Ooh, almost ate it. Love the colour, bright, vibrant, bold. I just don't use backpacks very often. Glad to own it, yes. Will I sell it? No. Do I go back and forth on whether I will sell it? Yes. Do I always come out at no? Yes. So we're going to stick with it. It has a time and a place for me, I'm sure. I just haven't quite figured out what that is. This is another one that I always think, oh, I should take on holiday. I should take when I go here. I should take when I go there. I just never do when I go here nor there. So it's fun. It's quite minimally branded. Love the one shoulder design. Love how adjustable it is. It can be crossbody as well as shoulder. It is a great backpack. The concealed zipper gets a little annoying because they get a bit stuck, but I need to do the grease paper trick that that everyone told me about. It's a good backpack. Glad to own it. Just don't use it very often. One that I used for the first time last month and really enjoyed it, and forget why I don't use it more often. This is a Kurt Geiger Kensington flap in the medium size, and this is in a glittery tweed. It's a navy tweed with champagne gold hardware, and it has a glittery check that runs through it. It's a great, great bag. I used it for the ABBA Voyage concert. I loved it because I could throw it over my shoulder. I did actually wear it crossbody for a bit. You know I don't tend to wear bags crossbody, so this for me was a bit of a rarity. But actually I did really enjoy it. It fit everything that it needed to. It still felt quite put together and quite glamorous and fun. Yeah, I enjoyed it. So I will try to use it a little bit more. But I don't know when, but I should, because I enjoyed using it. Maybe this will become my like concert bag, because I am going to go to things more. I want to go to concerts, etc. a little bit more. And I see that as different to musicals. I dress differently for a musical than I do for a concert. So, you know, musicals for me tend to be a bit more formal, concerts a little bit more casual. So I think this might become my concert bag. Two that I used to use a huge amount, and I can't believe I've not used them this year. I actually don't think I've used them once. Ooh. My Longchamp Les Pliages Club top handles in the medium size. This one is in cactus. This one is in yellow. Oh, I've used them so much over the years, so I don't feel like they're sat on the shelf not getting their cost per wear because they've had that. However, I can't believe I've not used them. The colour is beautiful. I love both of them very much. They're fun, they're vibrant, they're playful. They are just a little bit of joy in an outfit. And I can't believe I've not used them. I think part of the reason I've used my Les Pliages less, and I need to rectify this, is because of how I've done my shelving. I've now got them all folded. So I've got all 7 of my Les Pliages mediums folded. I used to have them out with organisers in them. I think I need to do that again because I'm not grabbing them. Because to grab them, you have to grab them, unfold them, put an organiser from another bag in them, off you go. Now, that is like a 1.5 minute process. So I'm saying that as an excuse for not using them. It's ridiculous as I hear myself saying it. However, that is just the truth of it. And you're here for the truth, so I'm giving you that. So I need to rectify that. I actually need some new shelving. I want to add some additional because the collection has grown. I'm not one for moving pieces out. I also like my items to be out on display because if they go into a cupboard, I'm never using them. So I do need to do something with that. Okay, that's going to be my between Christmas and New Year project. What does that shelving look like? Or do I get more shelving somewhere else because I need to get these out? Especially as I have custom ones, they're bright colours, they're gorgeous. They need to get used. Right, we're down to the final 2. What do we go for? Let's go for this one because it won't be any surprise to anybody. For all of those who are loving the Fendi Pokemon collection, believe you me, I'm with you. Absolutely love it. Love the fact that they've used like Dratini and Dragonair and Dragonite. Loving it. But Longchamp did it first. And this was from 2021. This is the small top handle. I've repeatedly spoken about this bag. It has decorative value to me. I've used it, I think, 4 or 5 times throughout the time that I've owned it, which will be going on 3 years next May. I've used it 3 or 4 times. I've not used it once this year. It's so cute. It's so fun. I won't sell it. I absolutely love to look at it. It's just the wrong size of bag for me. It's too small. It's too small. I wish I'd got the travel bag in this, and I think I would have used that a huge amount. As it happens, I've now got the London collaboration travel bag, which I love, but I do wish I got the travel bag in this, and I think I would have used it. I also wish I bought one of the cosmetics pouches, because again, I think I would have used that, and it would have just been a really fun nod. Pokemon I grew up with. I was obsessed with Pokemon. It was totally my game. It's totally my era. I absolutely love it. I still occasionally will sort of dig out where I've got cards, etc., and have a bit of a flick through them. I love it. It's pure nostalgia. If I had the money, would I buy the Fendi pieces? Absolutely, I would. I'm just not spending that amount on Fendi items. So not that they're that much more. It's just I'm not a Fendi shopper, if that makes sense. It's just not a price point I'm massively comfortable in at the moment. I'm sure I'll get there. You know, handbag creep, lifestyle creep, it's a real thing. But this was kind of that first foray. Pokemon have done a few collaborations over the years, and I'm loving to see them. This one just doesn't get used, but it has a huge amount of decorative value, much like many of the other pieces. And last but by no means least, one that I want to love and one that I want to use more, one that I know to be a fantastic bag, but every time I pick it up, I always pick up something else. Okay. The Mulberry Alexa. I think I have one of the most beautiful versions of the Mulberry Alexa out there. I think it's stunning. I love that it's fabric. I love this loopy leopard. I love the black leather. I love the gold braided handle. This is stunning as a bag. The Alexa as a style just doesn't really work for me. It is at its best crossbody. I do not like to wear bags crossbody. I don't like the way they look on me. I don't feel comfortable wearing them crossbody. I'm a top handle person. This isn't a great bag for top handle, in all honesty. I have worn it once, just like that, almost like clutching it. But again, it's not great for that. It really comes into its element as a satchel bag, crossbody. I'm not using it for that. And I spent a fair amount on it. And I'm annoyed with myself that I don't use it more, because again, it has decorative value. I walk past it 50 times a day because it's out on my shelving. I walk past it and I love it and I go, what a gorgeous bag. Why don't you use it? It just doesn't suit me. So when I pick up this, I normally, if it's because I'm picking up something pink, I have so many other pink bags that I can grab. So I will quite often grab my, one of my Les Pliages, normally my Les Pliage Club in fuchsia tends to be a good substitute, or I'll grab a Bayswater. If I'm in the mood for a mulberry bag, the Bayswater. I kind of wish I'd bought a Lily. And I still could, but I do wish I bought the Lily. Because you can get those in some great deals. But I love the print so much. I love that I own it, but I'm annoyed at myself that I don't use it. And only I can change that. I don't want to sell it, but I know what I'm like. I know what my style is. And this just isn't a bag that I'm going to use very much. And I know that, and I've kind of resigned myself to it. You know, the money's gone, the money's spent. I've spoken about that in videos. I'm not looking to recoup anything. I just wish I used it a little bit more. That's all. It's a beautiful bag. Postman's lock. It's gorgeous. Like I said, I think I've got possibly the best version. This is just the Alexa. So this isn't a mini Alexa or an oversized. This is the Alexa. So I think it's probably the medium size, although they don't call it a medium. It's beautiful. Just not my style. The pattern is, the fabric is, the bag isn't. That's that. We live and learn. So there we have it, everyone. Those are the pieces I've just not been using. That felt like a lot of bags. That was a lot of bags that I've used less than 5 times. But considering I'm looking and there's still another 35 or so over on the shelves, you know, whilst that was a lot of bags, there's still a lot of other bags to use. And I change mine out very regularly. I will often use a bag during the day and then another bag in the evening. I have no issue switching them out. So I do have a fair few to get through. I do give them a lot of opportunity to be used. These just don't often make the cut, but a lot of them also are a part of the evolution of my style. I bought them at a time when my style was slightly different or my confidence was in a different place. And I think that's reflected now in the usage of them. Particularly, I look at a bag like this. This is absolutely reminiscent of the fact that I wasn't massively confident when I bought this bag. I was testing the idea of bags, and I think you can see that in this. It's a lovely bag, don't get me wrong, but this just isn't really me, is it? So, you know, we live and learn, we develop, we grow. I'm not going to move a lot of these on. I'm not going to move any of them on, but we definitely learn. So there we have it. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much as always for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Take care, everyone. Bye now. Mwah.